2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of... We are...
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, they've got Maxi Kleber. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Marjanovic in at the 4. And yes, it's good. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
Very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
And it's Lillard again missing.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range. They're much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Now, here's Doncic. Here's the teardrop. That one falls.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Lillard again missing. Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here. Give them a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
Hardaway from outside. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Portland's gone 0 for 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Nurkic kicks to Giles. Doncic against Lillard to halt the run from beyond the arc and then some.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Doncic outside. Offensive rebound. Marjanovic. The shot by Kleber. Wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
Smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Lillard from outside lets the three fly. McCollum finds Lillard. Fires from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Portland also making some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Simons in for Lillard. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Marjanovic. Harry Giles is checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons.
You know, not a good start for him offensively. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but his confidence has not waned.
Pass to Powell. Lets it go from 11. Here's Brunson. Kleber with it. The 3. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lillard scanning the floor. From deep three-point range, struggling getting it in. That's his 7th miss in 9 shots. One-on-one here. Richardson gets a wide-open look. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard against Brunson. From deep. Lillard again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got 9. Mavericks leading by 6. Brunson kicks to Richardson. And stolen by Lillard. From deep three-point range. From deep. Trailblazers keep it alive. From deep three-point range. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Willie Cauley-Stein. He's checked in for Nicolo Melli. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Giles. Powell, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Got a piece of it. Cauley-Stein passes to Richardson. 4 seconds left. And goaltending is going to be the call. And yep, the coach's challenge being used here on the goaltending call. He wants it reviewed.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Portland. They've got Collins. He's out there with Norman Powell. Cohen is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kanter is so hungry and has the desire to be an impact player on the glass every night. A very good low post scorer who can rebound at a high level.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkis, he's checked in for Cauley-Stein. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway's checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Trailblazers, Jones checked in for McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Hardaway from outside. Collins grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Al Richardson, outside Hardaway. Shoots. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 12 in the game. Lillard against Doncic. Passes it to Richardson. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Lillard with the ball. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Ellie's checked in. And Lillard kicks to Cantor. Back to Lillard. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Richardson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Lillard from outside. And there's the pass to Powell. Hits the three-point bomb. Powell's got 5 now.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Doncic. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard fires away from way outside. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. And right now, he's gunning from deep range.
Doncic feeling it out. Richardson the pass to Doncic. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons is checked in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Simons. He feeds it to Collins. Pass to Simons. Shot clock at 5, and it's McCollum off the drive. Collins, that falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Collins has got his first points in this one. Pass to Kleber.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
The Mavericks have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And some good action to the first.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is right out of the gates. It was Dallas setting the tone. They scorched the hardwood with an... And that...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Kleber in at the 3 slot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. For the lead. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
And here is Doncic. He has 7. Pass to Kleber. Outside Hardaway. Beyond the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Tim Hardaway Jr., you can see he's got good foundational form for a 3-point shot. Consistency would help.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Lillard again missing. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. That one a little long. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
Left side, Hardaway. Marjanovic down low, goes back up, and it's good on the way in. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
A 3 from McCollum. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
Lillard outside. They get it back.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Now, here's Kleber. 6 points for him. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Lillard outside. Not going to go that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Hardaway for 3. Rebounded by McCollum.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team. Well, he should be playing this game with an apron on because he's cooking right now.
The Mavericks leading. Right side Hardaway. A steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. McCollum no good. Mavericks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Marjanovic, no good. And for Portland, they're shooting in the second half so far about 45%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Outside Anthony, 6 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Melo can play big down there in the paint, so using his size that time to draw the contact.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Zach Collins subbed in for Harry Giles. Out left to the wing. Kleber with it. 6 points for him. Brunson with it. Now Anthony defending. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Feeds it to Collins. It's Powell on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Marjanovic has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony leading the charge.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
From deep, and Anthony sends it back. Here's Brunson. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Portland out in front. They lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, they've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. And now here comes Collins in the break. Powell, no one around him. Second chance shot. Back to Jones. The shot from the low post is good. Jones has got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
To the wing right side. Here's Marjanovic, and he banks in the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Simons. Brunson covering, and it's Simons missing.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Zinkis, he's checked in for Powell. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland.
And that's number 4, definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
So for the Trailblazers, McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Kleba against Jones. Kleba, the pass to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up. The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. And a deep three from Lillard. The long distance 3 is buried. Lillard's got 27.
Great job there getting the defense to commit one way, and then Lillard has the body control to pull up the other. Nails the quick jumper.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up. So maybe just a step too far. And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Brunson against Lillard. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Lillard fires away from way outside, from beyond the arc, and then some. Lillard's got 30.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Brunson. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. The 3-ball. Kleba with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 2. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
On the wing, Hardaway. Latrey. Another 3 for Dallas.
Tim Hardaway Jr. delivers.
And Portland has possession. Lillard with no one around. Off target with his 3. Dallas leading by 5. Hardaway with it. Lillard picks him up. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there. On the wing, Hardaway launches a 3. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. He lobs it up, and Jones with the stuff.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. The pass to Cleveland. Brunson with a clean look. Count it!
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And here are the Mavericks now. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Doncic is checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. And Anthony subbed in for Jones.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
And a deep three from Lillard. Offensive rebound. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good from three-point territory. Good.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game. Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Here's Doncic. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Now, look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Porzingis in at the 4-man position. And for the Nuggets, they've got JaVale McGee. Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 2. McGee in the high post. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Murray the pass to Porter. And it falls over the rim and in.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations. And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Offensive rebound for Porzingis. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Here's Kleber. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Gordon. To the middle. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now here is Hardaway. The 3. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
How about the strength of Murray finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm? And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Now, here's Doncic. And stolen by Murray. Doncic with the steal. Over to the wing. Kleber finds Doncic. Back to Kleber. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Jokic high post. Murray outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And let's be honest, Murray has never seen a shot he didn't like, especially these mid-range jumpers.
To the paint. Marjanovic kicks to Porzingis. Passes it to Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Now here's Porzingis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Kleber. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Jokic. The Mavericks making the shot. And he comes up with the deuce. Porter's got 6 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Doncic against Murray. Doncic, no good. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Dallas, Dwight Powell's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Brunson. Bull making his last shot. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Oh, guys, you have got to love those long strides. KP able to cover some ground on his way to the rim.
Now here's Barton. Pulls up. Hits the layup after this sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Here's Brunson. Takes the three. He's off on that one. For Denver, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And he knocks down the first one.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Got it off in time. He can't get it to go. And so it's Denver holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very... We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's...
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Austin Rivers. Jermichael Green is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Morris in at the one. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Great D that time from Green. The Nuggets leading by 13. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And here are the Nuggets now. Green kicks to Millsap. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And there's the pass to Barton. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Mavericks trail by 13. Brunson with a clean look. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to Cauley-Stein, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic is checked in. Now here's Barton. Pass to Gordon. 16 feet away. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Bowl, he's checked in for Gordon. And then for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Powell. Hardaway comes in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. From the line, it's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. Richardson dishes to Hardaway. And stolen by Barton. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Marjanovic finds Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. To the inside, out to Doncic. And it's Denver with the rebound. 1:43 left in the second quarter. Count that one. Barton's got 6.
And at 7-2, Bol has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Murray outside. The 15-footer, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Can't let Murray get comfortable with that shot. His stroke is just as pure as it gets.
Dallas, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Kleber, and Kleber slams it in.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
And that's the tough part of trying to keep him on the floor. Now he picks up that 3rd foul.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
And it's Doncic missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
This is where the respect you have for Porzingis' ability to drive is when he can pull up for that jumper and become a real handful.
Jokic finds Murray. Jokic inside. Guarded by Porzingis. Hits the jumper. Jokic has got the lead up to 13 now for Denver.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. And one of the strengths of this Denver team is their depth. Shaq has been that way. Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Doncic. Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hardaway in at the 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Porzingis comes with the double team. Murray, the pass to Jokic. The rebound by Marjanovic. Mavericks trailed by 13. Hardaway with a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about that burst of speed? Tim Hardaway Jr. Whoa!
On offense, here are the Nuggets. Murray, the pass to McGee. Outside Gordon. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
And the first one drops.
Well, I think the things that Aaron Gordon has added to his game, specifically that reliable three-point shot, is a really welcome sign. This guy has an incredible upside.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Bol, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Will Barton comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Then for the Mavericks, Richardson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson the pass to Marjanovic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. The Mavericks also with a sub. J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. Here's Morris. He gets that one. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Marjanovic kicks to Redick. Lets it go from the wing. And that one hits back iron.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Barton. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Dallas again missing.
I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
They get it again. Outside for Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic from deep. And that one is off. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Doncic has got 6. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And it's sent back by Jokic. Redick against Barton. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in. And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
And this is the exact type of play that I think is perfect for a review. Coach's challenge or not. I mean, you seldom get into a situation where it's hard to definitively determine the out-of-bounds call.
And depending on what point in the game it is, boy, it can have, Greg, a huge impact on the game. So many games coming down to just one possession. Each possession so critical. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
And Porzingis, here we go. And it's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. 23 seconds left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Murray. Back to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the touch and the under-control nature of what Aaron Gordon is doing close to the cup? That's nice. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
For three, Murray. But they recover it. No good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Time now for an injury report. Now let's send it over to our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, for an update on Boban Marjanovic. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Mavericks head athletic trainer. He's got an injury to his elbow, specifically his elbow joint, and it looks like it's a pinched nerve.
Thank you, David. Appreciate the update. Never like to see any kind of injury, Greg.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest parts of the game because you have little to no control over it.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon, Murray out there with Austin Rivers, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter at the small forward position.
I mean, the potential of Kristaps Porzingis, to me, could be terrifying as an opponent. This guy is an incredible big man with the ability to dominate both ends. I cannot wait to see what's next.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Jokic is checked in. Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic comes in for Jalen Brunson. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, Luka Doncic showing good awareness and quick hands to make the defensive play and then get in transition. Nice.
Murray against Doncic. Jokic inside. Porzingis with the block. One-on-one here. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Doncic.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
Kleba against Gordon, right wing. Jokic passes to Gordon. Shot clock at 6, and it's Murray penetrating. Jokic with the bucket.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Doncic against Murray. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut back down now to 10 as they pick up the bucket from Doncic.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Back to Murray. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Murray is so skilled at drawing these types of fouls. He loves getting to the charity stripe.
Bull, he's checked in for Denver. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Doncic. Mavericks trail by 12. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Hardaway for 3. Here's Porzingis. From outside the arc, Redick finds Hardaway. Three-pointer. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the foul called on Porzingis. And And that'll be his third foul so far. Denver leading by 12. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Hardaway against Porter. Fires from the wing.
Good at staying with his man. Love watching Redick hustle and just make a difference on that end. Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Murray against Redick. 6 to shoot. Here's Bull. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 14. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. From past the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, we know that Tim Hardaway Jr. can space the floor. You don't want to allow him to start cooking.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Nuggets.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jokic.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Porzingis kicks to Kleba. Offensive rebound outside for Redick. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Murray against Redick. Redick with a double team. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Lets it fly. The kick out to Porter. So the Nuggets win it even early on in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Coming up next, a Sunday afternoon with the NBA.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then there's Murray. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Now, Nurkic, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. From deep three-point range, and it's Lillard again missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Yeah, easy call.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Off target with the open look.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lillard dishes to McCollum, and Giles now top of the key. Three-pointer, Lillard.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there. Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Portland again missing.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Just 2 to shoot. Bucket is good.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Here is Lillard from deep. The long-distance 3 is buried.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities when he times it up.
And here is Murray after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Porter passes to Murray. Here's McGee. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Now, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Murray against Lillard. Porter in the corner. Back to Murray.
dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and another three for Portland.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
Here is Porter. Pass to Jokic. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
And a deep three from Lillard. It's hauled in by Gordon.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Here's Lillard following the basket by Jokic. From deep three-point range, Lillard again missing.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Count that one.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Lillard looking around. From deep. Denver grabs the miss.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Enes Kanter's checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Harry Giles. A different look for Denver. Here's Dozier. Morris kicks the ball. 17-foot shot on the way. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And the touch ball is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Three-pointer, Lillard sinks the triple. Lillard's got 9 points.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And stolen by Lillard. From deep three-point range, Portland with a new 14. From deep. And Bull pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Lillard with it from deep three-point range. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Denver on top, up 3. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic.
Southwest, I mean, you need to kill.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
They've got Enes Kanter. Collins is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
It's behind the D on the break, and the passes, I mean, it's there waiting for him.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Passes it to Barton. Clock at 6. Back to Morris. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Fires for 3. The Trailblazers rebound. From deep. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Barton. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
Now Barton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Bull wide open. He shoots. Off target from outside. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Down low. Pass to Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. You know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Simon. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Powell against Barton. For 3, Millsap doesn't go for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. For the 3. And Bull pulls it down.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. A nice shot by Simons.
This is the kind of ball movement that they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Morris looking over the floor. Now, here's Bull. Over Collins. Safety move. Bull can't hit. Trailblazers leading by 5. Releases. And it's off the back rim. No good.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
And good that time.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
McCollum against Barton. Collins kicks to McCollum. From deep three-point range, that shot is off. Powell with the steal. He dishes it to Cantor. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to... The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. Thanks for joining us, folks.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. The Nuggets trail by 3. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter at the 2. Inside. Jokic inside. They grab their own miss. That one good for 2. Jokic has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nuggets. Lillard finds Jones. The pass to Giles. Lillard from outside, and the 3 ball is good. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
But Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Gordon, the pass to Murray. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Gordon. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. It's a one-point game. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Lillard way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He's got 15.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Jokic kicks to Murray. And another miss by Denver. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Lillard from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Lillard against Murray. On deep. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Gordon. Here's Murray. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Trailblazers leading by 7. Jones, the pass to Lillard. He was all alone on that one. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. The Trailblazers on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Lillard fires away from way outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And Jokic throws it down.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Fires the 3. Back to Lillard. 1:07 left to play here in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by the Nuggets. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Porter finds Jokic. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Fades away. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lillard against Murray. From deep. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Jones. Lillard way outside. Lillard again missing. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Jokic is running.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Portland out in front. They lead by 3. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Norman Powell is out there with Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Here's Morris. Back to Millsap. Barton outside. And the rebound by Nurkic.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Morris kicks the ball. Back to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to Dozier. A three-pointer off the mark. Portland leading by 5. Martin with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Ball. Finished off the break.
And you talk about clutch plays. I mean, defensively and offensively. And we saw it right there.
Passes it to Simons. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Pass to Simons. In the corner, Powell with it. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Morris with the bucket.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
So it's Portland now. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Portland, no good that time either.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And that one's good. Barton.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Portland trailing here. Powell with the bounce pass. The pass to Carmelo. Powell inside. And the dunk by Powell. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about. And these two teams are really equal.
Outside Millsap. Pass to Dozier. Back to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. From deep. A nice shot by Dozier. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Anthony right side. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard dishes to Collins. Kicks it out to Covington. No good on the triple. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Murray the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
1:11 left in the fourth quarter. He rifled that one in from distance. Lillard's got 14 points now in the second half.
That's why you give Lillard the rock. When it's an important possession, you know he's going to rise to the occasion.
Murray outside. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Murray against Lillard. From deep three-point range, the putback. The shot comes out. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Outside Gordon. Back to Murray. Kicks it to McGee. Wide open look here for Murray. It falls.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up the score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Connects from downtown.
Clutch is Lillard's middle name. Time and time again. This guy comes through for his squad.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And an intentional foul right there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. A truly gutsy performance away from home. Soaring high above the Willamette. And let's...
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3. And a deep 3 from Lillard. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And it's in there.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Lillard with no one around. No good with the triple. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Hardaway with a wide open look. And the three off target.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Powell, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Nurkic following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Nurkic, it's good on the putback.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Finney-Smith. And Covington sends it back. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Porzingis inside. Covington's there. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Lillard. Covington finds Lillard. From deep. And Covington with the basket on the assist by Lillard.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Over in the corner, Porzingis, and stolen by Lillard. That's tipped. Porzingis with the steal, and it's the Mavericks on the break. And the layup's good off the glass.
Porzingis out there and hustling in transition to get the nice finish.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. And that's good. Damian Lillard for three.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough, because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicole O'Malley comes in for Maxi Kleber. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And so he makes both from the line.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Doncic. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Feeds to Collins. And stolen by Richardson. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic, no good.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Anthony's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Dallas with a change here, too. Redick is checked in. McCollum against Richardson. It's McCollum with the drive. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Anthony gets it to go.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy.
And so it's Portland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been...
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Trail Blazers' performance here, boys, what do you think they're doing and not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Portland, they've got Jones, Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. From deep three-point range, Kanter, the pass to Simons. Kicks to Anthony. Here's Kanter. Here's Simons. That 3 off the mark. Mavericks trail by 12.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
But defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Richardson, good.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Pass to Anthony. It's tipped. Here's Kanter. And it's Anthony at the elbow. No problems knocking that one down. Anthony's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got his first 2 points. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. And Carmelo Anthony again. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Here's Cauley Stein. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Zach Collins checked in for Portland. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Zinkas, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Nicole O'Malley. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. Here's Simons. Cauley Stein defending. And that one, good. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter. Your son, Cole Greg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kanter. Collin comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Mavericks trail by 11. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Lillard with the rebound.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
For Dallas, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And Doncic gets it to go.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Nurkic finds McCollum. Lillard from outside. But they get it back. Here's Nurkic. Outside Collins. Lillard surveying the D. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to McCollum. They get it back. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Got to put a body on Nurk. Just too big down low.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And they double up Doncic. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Outside Hardaway. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Hardaway Jr., a great athlete, spotted a seam there and just attacked the defense.
Hardaway hits them both. Now Lillard. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 9 points. Shaq, how do you think Portland...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And Doncic gets it to go.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Doncic against Lillard. Dishes to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. That one's not going to go. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Hardaway for 3. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Covered by Lillard. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll. And Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
And Lillard gets double teamed. It's Covington on the wing. To the paint, McCollum. And he lays it straight in. McCollum's got his second basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
From deep. And it's Doncic missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Simons is checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Richardson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Nice shot by Porzingis.
How about the touch from Porzingis, demonstrating just how comfortable he is operating in that area of the floor.
McCollum with the ball. It's Covington on the wing. Back to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleber.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
For the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Norman Powell. And Jones subbed in for C.J. McCollum. It's hauled in by Richardson. Mavericks trail by 9. Kleber kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Kleber. Here's Richardson, and it's Dallas with another.
D's got to pay better attention to Richardson, one of the better shooters on the roster. This time, he gets it done from the mid-range.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Throws it up high. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Nelly is checked in for the Mavericks. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Brunson kicks to Finney-Smith. Jacks up a 3. And it's Nelly missing.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low. And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him. Collins checked in for Robert Covington. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Anthony dishes to Collins. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
Anthony, the pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. Makes it off the glass. Anthony's got 12 points in the game.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Brunson. There's the dish to Hardaway. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. Here's Brunson. Porzingis trying to get free. Brunson, no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. Lets it go with the 3. And Jones pulls it down. And he dunks it down.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Collins. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. That's now 8 points for Luka Doncic. The third quarter comes to a close. Portland out in front, up by 9. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Down low. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Well, you have to be careful when Nurkic attempts those kinds of shots. He's very skilled at drawing contact.
Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. And Dallas also making the switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Josh Richardson. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Pass to McCollum. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard misses.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pretty nice work there in the open floor. Hardaway Jr. good at running to the right spot on the court and being ready.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Foul for three. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the shot goes down.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The dish to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And he uses the glass on the way up. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Doncic feeling it out. Buries it down low.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Hardaway against McCollum. And a deep three from Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. Lillard against Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Always nice to see Porzingis take some strides and get to that kind of glide.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard outside. High post, Nurkic. 5 on the clock. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Kept alive. Nice D from Porzingis.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, Kleber with the rebound. Kleber's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Doncic finds Hardaway. Off target with his 3. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his 3rd foul of the game for the Trailblazers. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. Lillard way outside. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And the Trailblazers lead by 8. Doncic outside. Passes to Kleber. And here is Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
They get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
And we know it. We've seen it. Lillard's range extends well beyond the three-point line. Hard to keep a hand in his face from that far out.
And it's Doncic missing. Lillard against Doncic, and he commits the intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominance. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's McGee in at the 5. And for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Doncic. And it's Kleber in at the small forward position. Here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Doncic outside. Pass to Kleber. Doncic with it. And they double up Doncic. Here's Kleber. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Jokic slams it in.
Boy, Jokic always in sync with his teammates, which is part of why he's able to put together these highlight reel sequences.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Pass to Kleba. Puts up a three. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
From 17 feet out, they get the rebound. Gordon, the pass to Murray. And a wide open look for Porter. And it's off from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
A prolific slasher with some serious bounce. Hardaway Jr. Fun to watch.
Jokic against Porzingis. Jokic kicks to Murray. Six to shoot. Dishes it to McGee. The rebound by Marjanovic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Hardaway finds Kleba. Marjanovic down low, guarded by McGee, and that one's good. Marjanovic.
That's a nice play there. Not going to miss many from there.
Murray against Doncic. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. Over Doncic. No good off the back of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Murray, the pass to Jokic. A three-pointer, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
1:05 left to play in the first. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Doncic outside. Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Offline with his three. The Nuggets trail. Murray, the pass to Gordon. McGee in the corner. Outside for Murray. Shoots over Doncic. The Mavericks pull it in. Outside Hardaway. Marjanovic down low. He's against Jokic. And that one's good. Marjanovic. Murray outside. 3 seconds left. Doncic with the block.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponents.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Denver, Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. And there it is for him. Brunson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Barton surveying the floor. At the top of the key, Millsap. Back to Barton. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Brunson kicks to Cauley-Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back.
And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's slammed in by Millsap.
And Millsap's offensive game, to me, is really multifaceted. I mean, he can score from a lot of different places on the court and in a lot of different ways.
Here's Brunson. Count the bucket. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Morris, and it's denied. They retain possession.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley-Stein, a presence defensively.
Yes, that goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 8. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Mavericks?
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Dozier passes to Barton. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Dozier. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Doncic. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson. Dallas leading by 10. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Good defense by Jokic.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
You give Gordon a chance to get out and run, give him room. I mean, this guy can cover ground in a hurry. You got to close out on him early, or he's going to make you pay for it.
To the wing right side. Kleba finds Porzingis. Had the space there, but it's offline.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Tough shot that time by Jokic, finishing through contact. Great display of power and strength.
On the wing, Hardaway. Passes it to Kleba. Out to Hardaway. Brunson against Gordon. Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you've got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
And so it's Dallas with their lead standing at 6 points. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
They've got Marjanovic. Actually, Kleba is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Porzingis trying to get free. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Porzingis.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Outside, Porter. Murray right side. The Mavericks pull it in. Marjanovic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Pass to McGee. Murray outside. Deep. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Hardaway from outside. The Mavericks rebound. That shot, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. 4-point game. Porter, no luck. Jokic against Kleba. Outside Hardaway. And a missed layup. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And Porter, here we go. Porzingis with the block. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Green, he's checked in for Denver. Rivers comes in for Michael Porter. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Count the basket. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, you look at Porzingis and his size 7'3", he consistently torches defenders around the rim.
Murray finds Jokic. From outside, off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Mavericks leading by 4. And Porzingis, here we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, guys, 7-footers usually don't dribble and drive that smoothly, but that's why they call Porzingis the unicorn.
Murray against Doncic. Murray outside. To the inside. Jokic. And no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Kleba kicks to Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. He dishes it to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Doncic against Murray. With the shot. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Jokic.
You know, it's evident that Jokic is comfortable operating close to the rim. He's outstanding with his shot selection.
Doncic against Green. How? And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You know, this is what we've seen Jokic do every night. I mean, he puts himself in position to make an impact on the game.
And so it's the Dallas. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. We've got Will Barton. Cole is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 3. And Doncic. Here we go. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
No one covers. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Barton passes to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Hardaway's checked in for Richardson. Morris against Brunson. And the pass to Marjanovic. Over Bull. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one is on Bull. First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nuggets trail by 6. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 6 here in this quarter. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Passes it to Marjanovic. It's stolen by Morris. Dozier passes to Millsap. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. On the left block, back to Marjanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
Doncic, so multifaceted, a stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Barton against Hardaway. Denver calls timeout. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Doncic, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
It's deflected. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Misses the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he gets the bucket.
Jamal Murray proving he's not afraid of the big moment. Big time shot there.
Now Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Murray against Doncic. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. Hardaway passes to Porzingis.
But you know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moment. Why? He's an impact player.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Now here's Murray. Here's the 3. He can't hit that time.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
The wing Hardaway, guarded by Porter. Doncic against Murray. And it's Doncic missing. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Gordon. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Good to see Gordon coming through with a big basket. I mean, he's no stranger to these high-intensity moments.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Doncic with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Marjanovic finds Doncic. From down in the low post, it goes.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Another shot. And so it's Dallas winning this one. It was a thing. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Giles in at the 4. And for Denver, they've got JaVale McGee. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Porter. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Now, here's Lillard. Passes it to Powell. From deep three-point range, Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Murray. McGee up top. Back to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch. You better respect the interior game a little bit. He gets deep inside. He forces the defense to hit him.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Now here's Murray. Gordon kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Here's Powell. The pass to Giles. Lillard surveying the D. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. To the middle. And it's McGee with the jam.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Lillard bounce pass. McGee on the double team. For 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Murray. To the right side. Uncovered. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Murray's got 5.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
Floats it up there for Nurkic. Stolen by McGee. And now they decide to foul intentional. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Monte Morris comes in for Porter. The Trailblazers also changing it up. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Giles. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Morris finds Gordon. Off target from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 5.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Collins comes in for Anthony. And Robert Covington subbed in for Powell. Now here's Millsap. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. McCollum with the ball. Kanter with it. Now guarded by Barton. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Love the heart that Collins is playing with. He makes use to give his all on the offensive glass.
Morris passes to Bull. Here's Dozier. Denver passing it around. The Nuggets with another miss. 1:03 left in the first quarter. And it's McCollum off the drive. Got a hand on it. Millsap against McCollum. Dozier.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Covington. And stolen by Barton. And here's the fast break. Here's Dozier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
It's his first trip to the line. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers trail by 6. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's McCollum with the drive. That one drops for him.
He's got some pep in his step tonight. I wonder what he had to eat last night. I mean, very solid first quarter for him at the offensive end.
Morris dishes to Barton. Shot clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way. A step.
And that does it for the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Greg,
when I'm training in the summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Porter in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Now here's Murray. He's got 7. Kicks it out to Gordon. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Murray right side. Rebound by Nurkic.
the defense there got away with a major lapse.
Powell finds Lillard. Back to Powell. Now Lillard. He's covered by Murray. Gordon against Lillard.
I like to see this. Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Denver in the lead. Passes it to Jokic. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Again, the miss by Murray. Powell with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Lillard missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they go to the intentional foul. Murray for three. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. Lillard attacking. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
At the elbow, Jokic. No good that time. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Carries it from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got 7 points in the game.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And an intentional foul right there. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor for the Trailblazers. 1:16 left to play here in the half. And here's Millsap from the arc. They get it again. 1:05 left now here in the second. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Kicks it to Cantor. Outside, Covington. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Simons missing.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Outside Millsap. Pass to Morris. Barton in the corner. Shoots the 3. Hands it from downtown. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And stolen by Bull. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Barton wide open. He fires. And the dunk by Bull.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Here's McCollum. And he converts the layup. McCollum's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6. And
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Anthony. And it's Lillard in at the point. To the paint, here's Powell. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Denver leading by 7. Murray outside. Jokic finds Murray. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard outside. And hand down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Outside Gordon. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Murray kicks to Porter. Back to Murray. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
And here is Murray. He's got 7. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Murray's got 9 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Lillard. Good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Takes a 3. Jokic, no good. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And stolen by Gordon. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. To the inside. From 6 feet. That one wide left. Trailblazers trail by 5. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And Murray, here we go. And the shot is good. 9 points in the game so far.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
And there's the pass to Porter. All sorts of time. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Porter's got his 2nd basket of the game.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Lillard attacking. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Giles the pass to Lillard. Shooting. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and Involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Pass to Bull. Shoots over Cantor. Bull can't hit. Trailblazers trail by 3. And a wide open look for McCollum. It's good. This game is all even. McCollum's got 9 points.
Looks so smooth pulling up off the dribble. I mean, McCollum very comfortable attempting these quick jump shots.
Barton passes to Millsap. The kick out to Barton. Back to Millsap. Pass to Dozier. Shot clock at 5. And another miss by Denver. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's McCollum. Pass to Cantor. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Now, here is Morris. Shot to stop the run. No good on the layup. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He got into double digits. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Paul Millsap. Morris is out there with Rivers. And it's Green, and it's Bull in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Powell with the steal. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Second shot opportunity. They get a hand on it. Here's Bull. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the size Bull has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for JaMychal Green. Aaron Gordon comes in for Paul Millsap. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Austin Rivers. And Murray's subbed in for Monte Morris. Cantor, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Zach Collins checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, when Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout, he said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Lillard misses.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Murray. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And that's a foul called on Bull. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. On defense, the Nuggets. Lillard attacking. He kicks to Powell. Back to Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Love when guys are alert and aware on the great job to prevent the entry pass.
And he commits the intentional foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
I have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
low. Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there. With the score this tight, that's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Powell finds Lillard. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
Here's Jokic. Collins grabs the miss.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
McCollum, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. McGee's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. And Harry Giles subbed in for Zach Collins. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
Denver making a switch here. Rozier's checked in, and it's good, 2 points. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
The pass to Dozier. Shoots the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's 1:26 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Lillard from deep three-point land. But they'll get another chance. Cantor kicks to Nurkic. Lillard with it. Clock at 4. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. They grab their own miss. Cantor. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Lillard with no one around. And it's Lillard again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting for Denver.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Lillard against Gordon. And it's McCollum in the corner. From deep. The shot will not fall. And it's Denver the other way.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
11 seconds left to play here in the 4th. It's Nurkic, top of the key. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. 3rd team foul.
5 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game.